Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Cashton High School. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions, LLC, with me once again and for the last time here in the spring of 2021. That's kind of weird to say. It's head coach Jared Hemmersbach of the Cashton Eagles. Coach, congratulations. Last week it was a super game. I know that we kind of took it on the chin a little bit, but one of the key things, and I think it's a huge compliment to you, what the Bangor head coach said to you at the end of that game.
Yeah, he just said, we've kind of arrived as a program and, a lot of respect there. And, whenever you can do that, and play with Bangor, a team like that, that is special. And obviously, we want to win that game, and that's what we're working towards. But, it's just nice to see and be able to coach in a game and have the kids playing a game where, we're in the fourth quarter and it's all tied up against, arguably, one of the best teams in the state.
Yeah, and one of the best programs over the course of the last 4 or 5 years. When you take a look going into the halftime, down 21-6, and things kind of looked a little tough, but one of the things that was very impressive was you came out with a bang and you just took it right to them.
Yeah, we told the kids at halftime, this is the game that, you got to make a play, and, we have to sustain a drive that results in points, and we did that to start the second half, and then, we forced a fumble, and the momentum started changing, and next thing you know, we punch it in again, and, it's a ball game, and football's a funny thing, and momentum carries, big. It's no different than tonight. We cannot let Necedah have that momentum. We got to continue to, pick up where we left off on Friday and carry that through tonight's game.
How do you coach? I'll ask it this way. How do you coach a team making sure that they're not down in the dumps a little bit after losing such a tough game like that when you're so close to beating one of the premier teams?
Well, going through what we've went through in the past 4 or 5 years, we've always had to just get better, and that's kind of been like, all right, this week we're just getting better. Nothing changed. We still win or lose, and fortunately we've been able to, win more than we lost, but it was still getting better. And, come Monday, we talked about celebrating it on the weekend, and then Monday, new goal, and that's to be 1-0. So kids have done a great job buying into that. It's still relatively new to be in the situation, so to carry that, weight, I don't know if they know any different. They're just, hey, we're excited to be where we're at. So, but being the final game tonight, and for the seniors, I mean, there's different, pressure for them, and we just hope we play loose and play exciting.
What do we know about the Necedah Cardinals? We know they've got a pretty good team, but what are some specific things that you got to watch out for?
They're explosive. I think they got some players that have speed, great vision. I think they're going to be very balanced offensively with the passing game and the running game, and I think they're going to throw the kitchen sink at us tonight. So I think we got to be prepared on all levels. It goes back to they don't really have anything to lose. Why wouldn't they want to knock us off? So I think, for us, we just got to play sound defense. But they're an explosive team that can, put some points up in a hurry. So it comes back to what we've done all season, and hopefully we play really good defense.
And, of course, final thought, it's very important in one sense to get that win tonight, take that momentum into next year in the fall.
Oh, absolutely. If we can do that, and depending on what happens with Royal and Bangor tonight, I mean, there could be a three-way tie for first place, no worse than second place. And from where we were to tonight, it's just been great for especially the seniors. They're the ones that could have easily, quit, forgot about it, as they went through that, they stay together, and now you see the benefits and reap the rewards of that. So
it's been a while since we've talked about Cashton football being in the running for a conference championship, and you guys really are making things exciting this year, and we're going to see a ton more excitement the next few years.
I sure hope so. I mean, the kids are motivated. We got a great group of kids. They love the game of football, and I think they truly love playing together, and that makes a big difference. When you're coaching and trying to get guys to buy into what we're doing. They have the communities behind. We got a spirit squad that's great. They're on TV, thanks to Ken, so there's so many good things and positive things that come out of it, and they want to be part of that.
Yeah. Jared, we want to wish you the best of luck. Thank you so much. Good luck tonight. We appreciate all that you're doing here for the Cashton Eagles.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We'll be back with the national anthem and the kickoff in just a moment. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Cashton High School. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions, LLC, as we're ready to bring you tonight's final spring football game. I say we because I have a special guest tonight, and I'm excited to introduce Scott Peterson up here tonight. He's going to be helping out with some of the color commentary. And Scott, welcome aboard. You didn't know what you were going to be into there, did you?
Yeah, thanks for inviting me, Ken.
I tell you what, I do appreciate that because it's going to be an interesting time here because you have actually been on the coaching staff for the Cashton Eagles, and you've helped out with youth programs and that. So we're going to be able to use some of your expertise here tonight, and I'm looking forward to that. Who knows? I might have a lot of questions for you by the time the end of the game is done here. But tell us a little bit, Scott, about the experiences that you had here with the Eagles.
So I was with Coach Jared Hemmerschbach when we started. 2015 is the first time, and pretty much the same coaching staff that we have now. And then so I just got a little busy on the farm, and then I had to step away. And then I helped out with the youth program, too, for a couple of years. It was a little easier. You know, practice was only Tuesdays and Thursday nights.
There you go.
Know, and it was 5:30. So
those always are kind of helpful, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. You know, having to get away from the farm at 2:30 in the afternoon makes it tough.
Sometimes, yes. Well, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we are going to have our national anthem coming up here as the flag coming out here, the color guard here, and we look forward to that. Stay tuned, folks.
Stripes and bright stars through the
Well, they're presenting the teams now, and we'll take a look here. This is going to be the offensive side, and they're going to take a look, see if we can maybe mark off some of these gentlemen. Baraji, number 4. We saw number 5 in there in Bone coming out. Number 7 in Noah Bloom, a tight end. They have listed number 20 in Caleb Heinz, one of the backs. And number 15 in Stephen Daly, he's a running back. Heinz, a running back as well. Looks like, still looking out there, Scott. Well, I do see, number 4, as I mentioned, in Baraji, but I don't know if he's the quarterback. I suspect that there is number 2 in Landon Murphy, so I expect that Murphy will be the quarterback here for the Necedah Cardinals. Well, we take a look, and coming out here now, going to be introduced, it will be the Cashton Eagles. We'll take a look. It's going to be Aiden Cook coming out along with Menzinski. James Harder. I like James Harder,
yeah,
Scott.
He's impressive, isn't he?
He is. I love the way he plays. Yeah.
Slides through that line and gets to the backfield so fast.
Got to admire that enthusiasm. Got some more guys coming out here again, of course, and we take a look here, Scott. The Eagles, some people would have said that they were maybe a year or two away from being a really, good team, a respected team. All of a sudden, they're coming in and going into Bangor, and they're 2 5-0 teams. So did things come up a little sooner? Did they mature quicker?
Yeah, they did. And I think the depth that they have this year really helped them out. They were able to stay fresh in these third and fourth quarters in these earlier games.
Sure.
And you could just see like the Scenic game, Brookwood game, their close games, Royal game, they just the other team got wore down in the fourth quarter.
Right, yeah, that's a great point. The fact that Cashton had 44 guys come out or something like that to start the season, and I think they've got 44 out there right now.
Right, yeah, exactly.
That's always a good thing. So, well, we're going to take a look here and setting up the ball here for the kickoff. The Eagles, I believe that they, I don't know if they deferred or not. They might have just got their choice and said they're going to kick off. Here we go now with the start of tonight's football game. The approach, the game underway here. Ball comes down, it bounces away, and picked up now by number 5 in Bone, and he is going to be stopped, deep in their own territory. I don't know, he might have got back out to the 20. He's awfully close to it, and that's where the Cardinals will start 1st and 10 here. The ball placed on, about the 15-yard line? Where is that, Scott? I can't tell.
Yeah, 15-yard line looks like. Yeah.
Well, that's quite a job defensively here for the Eagles on that kickoff.
And that's where on that kickoff return, you'd really like to see that back come up and catch it. Once it hits the ground, it gets all squiggly, and it took them a while to track it down.
Right. All right, here we go. Up under center is Murphy. He'll turn, hand off. It's the second man through, and not going anywhere. That defense rising to the occasion right away, and the running back in Bone, Scott, no place to go.
No, there wasn't. The right defensive end and corner just came up and shut that play down right away.
It's so important to stay in your lanes. And when you coached, were you more of the offense or the defense, Scott?
More of the defense. And that's, everybody's got their gap.
Sure.
And, you hear it all the time, just do your job and stay in your gap.
Well, they did on that one.
They did, yeah.
Here comes the play. This time a little better run. That is going to be number 15 in Daly. He picks up some yardage. It was a 2nd and 11, and now it's going to be 2nd and about 5. Make it 3rd and 5 here for the Cardinals. Again, deep in their own territory. 3rd down, just getting this ball game underway, and the Eagle defense looking to try and keep the Cardinal offense at bay. One of the things that Coach Jared Hemmersbach said, oh, there's a good job. Oh, he just got the play off and still not going to go anywhere. What a job by the defense. Who busted through that line? That was Anderson, I believe.
Yeah, I think so, yes.
He had Murphy wrapped up, but Murphy somehow flips the ball over to his back in number 15 and Daly once again. Well, Scott, they're able to make the stop that they wanted, and actually a loss on the play of about 5 yards. It's 4th and 10. Good snap. Here's the kick. It's high, end over end. It's going to be a short kick, though, and it's going to come out of bounds. Oh, great field position here right now for the Eagles. They're inside the 45-yard line. They're going to put the ball down about the 44. Well, a change of possession right here. We're going to take a quick break, catch our breath, and we'll come right back. Returning here to tonight's football game. It's the final football game of the spring. Ken Manning along with Scott Peterson as we bring you tonight's football action, Scenic Bluff style. The handoff goes to Colin O'Neill, and he will move forward just a little bit, but boy, not much. He maybe got a half a yard. They're going to just leave it at 2nd and 10, Scott.
Yeah, the D-line got through. One of the guys on the D-line got through pretty quick and shut the play down.
You know, one of the things that I noticed with Colin O'Neill is he is such a workhorse, and he'll pound and pound, and then all of a sudden he'll bust one.
Yeah, exactly, yes.
Here's a turn. This is going to be O'Neill again. He gets to the outside and trying to make the corner. He's able to turn, still on his feet. Down he goes inside the 30. He'll get down to the 25 and maybe beyond that. Well, there we go.
Last week, he was really impressive running the ball last week. Made some good cuts, set up some blocks, and he's right off to it again tonight.
You know, that second half when Cashton came out and scored those 2 touchdowns early in that third quarter and kind of set the Bangor Cardinals on their heels a little bit. Some of that was just his outright burst of speed.
Yeah, exactly.
Here is O'Neill again. This time he's going to get to the outside, and he goes beyond where we can get to. So, Scott, I got to rely on you.
Looks like the 5-yard line.
My goodness.
That was they had some nice blocking on that.
We have such an angle here. It's tough for us to get down on that far side. So
the press box here isn't perfectly perpendicular to the field, or parallel to the
field. We wind up kind of sometimes leaning. So if you feel like you're the Leaning Tower of Pizza, that's why. All right, here we are. It's a 1st and goal on the 5, as Scott mentioned. Jacob Hemmersbach will pitch the ball over here. It's going to be O'Neill. He turns upfield, and he's going to be very close to the score, but he's going to be a yard short. Somebody got in there just in the nick of time. You know, I don't know if we've talked much here, but boy, Jacob Hunsinger, what a job he's done to come in as a quarterback here.
Yeah.
Right,
as a sophomore.
Yes. The second play of the season.
Yeah.
That was, and he stood in there. He has shown great confidence, great poise. Here we are, the Eagles knocking on the door. The turn, it's going to be O'Neill. He'll walk in from 1 yard out. The Cashton Eagles pick up the first score of the ball game on their first possession.
Well, this is a good way to get the game started for Cashton.
Yes, that's for sure. Well, the fact that your defense gave the offense such excellent field position, that was probably, about a eight play drive?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I don't keep track of that stuff anymore since I've gone solo. Oh, the ball hits the upright and kicks off to the right-hand side. It's no good. So breaking the action here as the Eagles come up with a 1 yard touchdown walkthrough by Colin O'Neill, and they're up 6-0 as the extra point kick was no good. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment. Back we come to Cashton High School. It's the football field, the football complex, and the Eagles with the opening score in their first possession. Here's the line drive kickoff down to Bone. He looks to come right up the middle of the field, and a good job defensively once again. A little better field position this time around,
Right.
Scott.
Yeah. he caught the ball in the air this time.
Yeah, just exactly what you were talking about. That's what you want to have done, and they were able to do that.
Looks like we got an injured Cashton player.
All right, well, we'll take a little break here. We'll be right back, folks. Well, James Harder walks off the field under his own power. That's good to see. We'll hope that he's all right and able to get back into the ball game. Here comes a pass downfield, and it is overthrown. Murphy looking to go kind of long over there to Josiah Hansen, who is coming down this near sideline, the Necedah sideline, but Murphy kind of showed off a strong arm on that one. Trying to go with him step for step defensively. Was that? I didn't even get a chance to really look.
That was Aiden Cook.
It was Cook.
4,
I thought it might have been, but
and he's a nice little D-back. He's
really
come up
is.
with some big interceptions these last few years.
I agree. Put a man in motion. That was a pitch here coming over. Oh, look out. Got some running room this time. And being drugged down here just underneath us. Boy, a great opening there. What happened on that play, Scott?
I think the DN got pushed in. I'm not for sure, but you get the corner like that with speed.
Yeah.
It's not a good combination for the defense.
Well, you take a look. That was Baraji. And I remember Baraji a little bit from last year, and it seemed like he was trouble for everybody.
Yeah.
He's a junior now, only as a sophomore, unless he had an older brother. I don't know. Here's Baraji again. This time he gets down to about the 30-yard line. So opening things up, he's got a little more of a shiftiness to him here.
He does, yes, yep.
Kind of watching that line develop and open up, and then he's got that quick step to pop in there. We do want to say thanks to American Family Insurance, the Phil Strand Agency, supporting today's broadcast, along with ADRC, Asian and Disability Resource Center of Vernon County. Dropping back is Murphy. He fires underneath, has his man, and diving forward. Had the first down. He picked up an extra yard or so on the play. Taking a look at, was that Byer on the tackle?
It was, yes.
Dylan Byer coming up. Just a good little route, got in the seam of that defense, and they come up with a first down.
And that's what Necedah does really well, is just pass the ball. So I'm afraid we're going to see a lot more passing from Necedah tonight.
They'll put the turn the handoff. This is going to be a nice job on the tackle by Hammerschbach. Boy, he stayed his ground.
For a freshman, boy, he sure plays tough, doesn't he?
Only a freshman. That's the scary part. You get him and his twin brother out there, look out.
Yeah, exactly.
They're going to be animals. They already are. That was Eugene Jackson, number 30, with the run. He did pick up about 4, brings up a 2nd and 6. Glad to have everyone on board here on Channel 2 in the final spring football game. Here's the inside handoff, wide open up the middle. What a fake.
Yeah, I got faked out on that. I didn't see the handoff.
That was Dominic Bone, and I tell you what, he just went right up the middle. I didn't see it either. I didn't even know if I had the camera on him or where I was at. My goodness.
So now, when you get inside the 5 and 10 yard line here, now it gets a little bit harder to pass the ball. Everything gets, you can't run the deeper routes.
Yeah, it gets tight.
It does.
Well, let's take a look here. We're going to zoom in. Oh, and they do a tight pass right over the middle.
Touchdown.
And that pass thrown to number 7 and Noah Bloom. Bloom able to pick up the score, but that was just one of those quick inside cut.
Yeah, exactly.
We used to do that when I was in school. We just called it a basketball pass. Quarterback would jump up and throw it over.
Yeah.
They didn't throw it to me because I was a wrestler.
We had the same route back in our high school too, and we called it the jump pass.
Jump pass, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, there, the extra point kick is good, and just like that, the Cardinals come back and answer with a huge drive of their own, and they now take the lead at 7-6. Well, we'll take that break, catch our breath. We'll be right back with more here from Cashton. 6:20 to go here in quarter number one, and we've got 13 points up on the board already. This could be a high-scoring ball game. You never know.
Yeah, we sure did not need to let Necedah drive down the field like that, get the touchdown, and get some confidence again.
Well, and that's the key point right there that you said is confidence. Giovi will set up the football on the tee. Here is the approach. It's a kick end over end. It's going to come down to Hemmerspach right in the middle of the field. Got a big opening. He bumped into Klinkner, and it actually moved him ahead a little bit, but he also lost his footing. Otherwise, he had a huge hole there. My goodness. What a job that line was doing there to open up the gap.
Yeah, there definitely was a hole there that I think he could have went the whole way.
I was thinking that myself. Here we are, though. We're on the 41-yard line, and the clock will start up here, and Hunsinger comes up under center once again. Here's a shot now by O'Neill. He'll get across the 45 to the 46. So a good little run off the first down carry. Brings up a second and very close to 2nd and 5 here. You have to admire, again, what the job that line continues to do for the Eagles. That's one of the things, too, Scott, that, you as a coach, what I admire about the coaching staff is you have to get that line to buy in to, get out there and sustain your block.
Yes, exactly.
Hit people.
There's a first down.
That was a nice run. Was that Menzinski or was that O'Neill?
It was
Menzinski.
Yeah, Menzinski.
Okay.
Just a straight fullback dive.
Okay.
Oh, they're saying he was a little bit short.
Oh, it must have the knee trailed just a little. Now
we're going to have a measurement.
All right. Well, while they're bringing the sticks out, we can talk about those sponsors. The Bank of Cashton, our sincere thanks going out to Scott Wall right here in Cashton. Of course, now in the new facility. Stop in there, folks. It's a beautiful place to go. You can visit with the folks and know that your money is in one of the best kept places around. They bring the sticks back out, and as they do that, our thanks to Bobby Johns right here in Cashton. That's Sue Brigham and her wonderful team. Scott, just a touch?
Yeah, 6 inches short.
Oh, boy. All right. So located on Front Street, as I mentioned, stop in for some great breakfast specials, lunch. Don't forget that Friday night fish. They probably got the game on, and you're enjoying that Friday night fish in the salad bar at Bobby John's. I always tell Sue I'm going to put a really good plug in for her. Usually I'll stop in there and grab a sandwich. I couldn't tonight, though. I had to do some extra running, it seemed like. Here's a first down. Uh-oh, now they're going to say, they're saying he was down.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to go quick here.
Yeah.
We got to wait for the first down markers to move.
Quick turn, handoff. This is Hemmerspach, and he is going to pick up a nice chunk of yards there. Probably got awfully close to 5 in there on the tackle. Let's see, number 73 in Brandon Fuller, a sophomore in the line. He did a good job of doing his best to hold up against a couple of big boys.
Yeah, right.
And he was able to make the stop. The split buyer way out to the far side. And again, that I formation, the turn, looking for the throw, going downfield. Oh, that's a wobbly pass that's picked off. Jacob Hunsinger just didn't get a good toss on that one. The grip, just as he was letting go, it kind of slipped out of his hands. And up to the task, it was Noah Bloom coming up with the INT. We'll take a break, be right back here in Cashton. We also got a flag on the play, but that might just be picked up. It might not even been a flag. Could have been just a piece of paper. And back we come here with the Eagles giving up the ball on a turnover on a pass that as soon as it left his hand, it just wobbled.
You could see it was trouble.
Yeah, it just wobbled, and that's too bad because he's been so sharp out there. But even the best of them have a bad pass now and again. Cashton Farm Supply, that is Ernie Peterson and the crew helping us out. We thank them so much for their terrific support. And, of course, it's your organic farming experts. Well, timeout on the floor. We'll do the same. We'll be back here in just a couple of moments. Necedah with the timeout. From the timeout, Murphy again up under center. Here comes a quick little blitz from behind, and they got him. Anderson again. Busting through.
Anderson sure loves the blitz, and he can slide through that line so fast and get back there.
Well, he plays with so much energy.
Oh, he does.
It's just crazy. He's more than the Energizer Bunny.
He really is.
And I have to laugh because every once in a while, I think the coaches take him out just to get him to relax a little bit.
I think you're right on that, Ken.
Here he comes again, but this time they pitch the ball here to the near side, making a good move, and now getting crunched. Byer coming in. Also in there was number 88 in Robert Giesler. He's had a nice year.
He is, yes.
Robert, a senior. Over here now on the left side at end, this is Jack Kleba. Kling on the other side.
And we're about 3rd and 7 here.
Okay. Murphy rolling out. He's under duress, and he'll throw the ball away. Well, they could almost get him for grounding on that one because in the grass it looked like, there it goes.
Here comes the flag.
Tell you what, Anderson had them all but wrapped up, and then he just flipped the ball to nowhere.
Yes.
I mean, that's the best way you can say it. Well, I'll tell you what, that's going to be a tough one there, and they're going to talk things over now, and the officials, the one thing that's kind of good that I like is the officials will talk it over, and they'll decide was it or was it not.
Yeah, I didn't see anybody in the area.
Yeah, it was... There really wasn't when you stop and think about it. But we'll see.
Oh.
Yeah, they're going to wave it off. All right, well.
Let's go, Maroon.
They did the right thing by talking it over.
So, I think he threw the ball back past the line of scrimmage.
Oh.
And maybe that's what saved him,
Oh, sure. Well, it's 4th and 7. Giove drops back to punt here. Here's the kick. Pretty good kick. Going to come down, and it was a fair catch called for here by Byer. And, boy, he got that one right on the fingertips.
I think that's a pretty good catch when you're looking into the sun like he is right now.
That's got to be wicked. All right, quick timeout here, and Cashton coming up. Say thanks to a couple more of those sponsors. The Cashton Building Supply and CBS Design. Thanks to Kevin Kirking and Courtney Kuzi for their support of tonight's broadcast. What a job they continue to do right here in a small town. And I tell you what, you can't ask for anybody better than Kevin and his daughter Courtney when it comes to what they can do for you. Nice little run here. What took place, Scott?
Yeah, he ran it out to the outside, got around the corner, and then put his foot down and headed upfield and got a couple of extra yards that way. So.
Oh, it looks like he picks up 6 yards, 2nd and 4. Maybe a long 4, but...
if he doesn't make that cut, it's 2nd and 6, and now it's 2nd and 4, which could be a difference in the drive.
Right. I formation once again. Byer on the far side, or in an inside handoff. Ball is dropped on the floor. But great job with the vision here. That was that Garcia?
Austin Culpet.
Nice work there, Austin.
Yeah, thanks.
This sophomore center, quick to pounce on that.
That 73 definitely made a pretty big hit on that play.
Yeah. And 73 is that Fuller again, that sophomore. he's going to be a horse in the next couple of years. Turning upfield, there's a nice turn. That was Hammersbach right underneath us. Picks up the first down. Gets across the 50 and down to about the 47-yard line. This, again, the offense for Necedah, they answered back right away, and now this is the third possession of the ball game for Cashton. They look to try and answer back themselves. Not a lot of time left here in this first quarter of action, a minute 12 and counting. Hammersbach, oh, what a job right there. That was number 52, and Shane Sparby. Sparby got down low. That's Shane was one of the wrestlers, one of two wrestlers. It was him and his brother that came over to Brookwood and wrestled on the dual meet team. But then, of course, when the tournament time came along, then they wound up back on their own again. But Shane, he was a good little wrestler. Scoots in there and gets the tackle. He'll go back again with Hammersbach, still on his feet. Nice job as he picks up a couple extra yards as he kept those feet pumping. Across the 45 down to about the 43-yard line. Very close. Scott?
Well, this is a big down here, 3rd and 7.
Yeah, I was going to ask, yeah.
You know, we're probably in 2-down territory here, but, you know, it'd be nice to get a good 5-6 yards here, at least if we can't get the first down.
I formation with Byer out to the far side. The handoff, it is going to be O'Neal still on his feet. Oh, he was stopped dead in his tracks, and he still picks up a couple more yards because he would not go down.
That's some nice tough running there, wasn't it?
Man. Well, you know what? He got about 4 of those 5 yards that you were talking about. That's going to be the end of the quarters. The clock runs down, and the officials say timeout for everybody. Go get a drink of water. You can go get some popcorn, and we'll get ourselves ready for the second quarter action. Down territory here, and that's exactly what the Eagles are showing here as they huddle up coming out of the end of the quarter.
Well, this is a crucial play here for the Cashton Eagles. We got to get the first down.
Zoom in on this one. Here's the pitch. It's going to be O'Neill. He is. Oh, look at him go. He is really motoring.
And we
all the way down.
We got a flag on the play.
Oh.
Looks like holding.
Oh my. Well, that's a tough break right there. Well, that's why it's nice to have you up here. You saw that one. Going to take the touchdown jaunt away from O'Neill. And now
we're going to punt.
You got to rethink it, don't you?
Yeah, you really do.
Yeah, that's too bad. But boy, what a run by O'Neill. But that's the kind of explosiveness that he has. The tough part is now that play, the coaching staff for Necedah, they can decipher that one.
Yeah.
So
Necedah doesn't have anybody back to catch the punt.
Interesting.
Let's go, Jacob.
Good snap. The kick, a nice kick. It's going to roll down, and it's getting the Cashton roll all the way down inside the 10 to about the 6-yard line is where they're finally going to spot it. Boy, a beautiful kick.
I don't quite understand not putting a guy back to catch the punt, but
do you think they were they suspicious that Cashton would try a fourth and whatever?
They must have, but
Jared has not really done that yet this year that I recall anyways, and I've been to every ball game, but then my memory's not always the best either. But
I agree with you. I don't think they've done it this year.
Yeah.
You know, back in the first early days of his coaching, he was a lot more aggressive that way.
He's matured on some of the calls, right? Here we go, dropping back in some trouble. The throw is intercepted.
Dylan
Byer, yes. You know what? I think it was over the top of Dylan. I don't think I saw that interception, but what a job. He dove out there parallel to the ground, and he's got strong fingers, and he came up with the INT.
I think the ball was about a foot off the ground when he caught it.
Yeah.
It was a nice diving catch.
That really was. Now that'll fire up that offense. See if they can punch it in. Hunsinger turns, he'll pitch. O'Neill goes inside, pops back outside. Oh, he's drilled down to the ground.
He is really weaving his way through that line, isn't he?
He really is. Eugene Jackson literally grabbed him and slammed him down. And, it wasn't a bad tackle, don't get me wrong. The fact that he was able to pick him up was probably more impressive than anything.
Right.
Because it's tough to get to O'Neill. Well, second down. We'll call it a short 5. Hammersbach trying to get to the outside, and he's met by a couple players. And is it Jackson? No, it's number 20 in Heinz, along with Baraji to make the stop. Maybe only a yard on that one, Scott.
Yeah, it looks like we're at 3rd and 3 now.
They got the ball on about the 7-yard line. Maybe the 8 after looking that over. Let's see if we can get that first down. Menzinski, the first man. Hammersbach, the second. He's popping to the outside. He's in for the score. Nice job by Hammersbach. From about 8 yards out, he popped even further to his left, Scott. And looked like he was going to go inside, but he changed his mind.
And then he, cut it outside and bounced outside and got the touchdown.
And the Eagles now retake the lead. Byer comes in, and we'll see if they're going to go for 2. I think they are.
So that's where the regular kicker, Brady Hammersbach, is quarantined this week.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going for 2 here.
Hammersbach hands off. Or Hunsinger hands off to Hammersbach. Man, they made that look awfully easy. What'd they do right?
So, that's where Bangor and Necedah are playing the same defense, a 3-5. So, Cashton got experience last week, and they made some changes at halftime, and that's where they really came out running the ball in the second to start the second half last week.
Right.
So now it's carried over this week with those same adjustments that they made.
That's good to see. Thanks going out to a couple more of those sponsors while we get the chance here. How about Chaseburg Farmers Union Co-op? My goodness, John Maslevicek and his crew out there in Upper Chaseburg. Coon Valley Telecommunications supporting tonight's broadcast. You're watching on their channel 2. Hope you're enjoying the ball game as the sun goes down and Dylan Byer ready to kick off. Here's the approach. It's a nice line drive kick. It's going to come down to the deep man. That is going to be Bone once again. And wow. What happened on that one?
Brett Hemmerschbach comes in and makes another solid tackle.
Gee, you got to be fearless.
You do. As a true freshman playing varsity,
yeah,
it's unbelievable.
And to come in and play on a special teams like that, our coach when we were freshmen, and I was injured my sophomore year, but he would go, "Suicide Squad." And we were like, okay, here is a big time hit. Oh, it's nice to see James Harder back in there.
It is, yep.
And good job on that run by Jackson, Eugene Jackson. You got to be impressed with him. He runs awfully hard too. Murphy comes back into the huddle after getting the play call from Coach Rice. Jackson right behind Murphy. And it's Jackson, and guess who?
James Harder.
Doing a nice job there on the tackle. He stayed right at home, and he does such a good job of fighting off that center.
He does. It doesn't matter how big the center is.
Yeah.
He always shucks him.
How he can stand his ground like that, that's excellent. So it's 3rd and 5 now, and the Cardinals bring in the play from the sideline. They'll split number 15 and Daly out here on a wing. Baraji as well. Quick pass. Oh, it's caught. What a job there. What a catch. That was number 11 and Josiah Hansen. He was able to kind of slow the ball down with one hand and then corral it with the other and picked up the first down. Did you see Anderson charging in again?
Yeah, he did. He almost had him in the back.
He was right there. Yeah.
But I think the quarterback moved a little bit away from him a couple steps just to avoid the...
You got to think that quarterbacks have to have some eyes in the side of their head when you're playing against Anderson.
Oh, for sure.
Here's the pitch to the outside. Baraji, he'll turn upfield. He's picking up a first down. Boy, he took some hard shots in there and trying to help him up. That was a good sportsmanship over there, number 55 in Keenan Sherman. Keenan, as well, has had a real nice year. Defensively, watching him play, he has made some real nice stops.
Yeah, all 3 defensive linemen there have been doing a really good job this year. Helgerson, 53, and Harder and 55.
We haven't mentioned Helgerson yet, but I really do like the way he plays. Here is a slip now. He slides right into Kling. Murphy wanted to turn the corner. He's got some quick feet, but this time maybe a little slickness on the grass, and it caused them to lose the footing.
Well, they went from 2nd and a yard?
Yeah.
Now they're, 3rd and 2.5 maybe?
Yep. Jackson right behind Murphy. The snap, turn, Baraji fighting off. Good job defensively. Look at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I guess I think that you call that gang tackling.
Oh, my goodness, did they ever. Yeah, what a job there.
All 3 linebackers were there. Now it's going to be interesting.
Well,
Fourth,
looks like they're
four.
going to go for it. Talking to Coach Rice here. Yeah, you're right, Scott. It's it's definitely 4th and 3 now. Now let's see if the defense can rise up one more time. Put the man in motion. That's Baraji. Long count. And they'll take the timeout. Trying to draw him offside. Nice work there by that defensive line just to stay home. That's always a little kind of nerve wracking, I guess.
Yeah, and 4th down, you know, you're anxious to get off the ball and get across.
So the timeout, we'll do the same. We'll be right back. Here we go with 4th down. They're still going to line up and make an attempt at this. They'll put Baraji in motion. Again, the long hard count, the pitch here to the near side, and getting around the corner. He's got the first down, it looks like, by about 2 yards, maybe even 3. That was 15, Scott, in Daly.
He's a big boy, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Yeah, he got around the corner, and somebody, they did a good job of screening off the defense, and he just followed a nice little opening, right down the alley, I guess you could say. Well, it's going to be a 1st and 10 now for the Cardinals. Inside handoff and a big run coming up here, diving forward. That is number 5 in Bone. I will say this for Coach Rice and the Cardinal offense. They're mixing things up with the runners. It's not just one runner all the time or 2 runners. They are mixing and matching.
Yeah, they've got 3 or 4 kids that are running the ball tough.
Yeah.
Hard.
We've seen Daly, Bone, Baraji in there, Jackson.
Let's go!
Bone will be right behind Murphy. He has the ball, and he runs right into the wall of defenders. Good work right there, running into, 75 in Gabe Peterson first. And then after that, there was some good help. Rivera Gonzalez. And I know there was somebody else in there.
Ethan Anderson again.
Was it Ethan?
Yeah.
That's so hard to believe.
It is, isn't it? Well,
Cashton up here in the score, by the way. Go ahead, Scott.
Yeah, 3rd and 4th here.
Here's the pitch to the outside, and turning upfield, Baraji. He gets bombarded in there. 4, maybe 5 Eagles swoop in to make the tackle, but boy, he was still able to get that first down. That's some tough running right there.
You know, they just pitch the ball and the running back's outside, you know, when he receives the pitch, and the Cashton defense just can't get out there.
Yeah. 14-7 your score at the 5-minute mark. The clock continues to work here in the first half. Back up under center. The handoff and trying to spin him down. He broke free, then ran right into Hemmerspach. Bone gets up holding his stomach. He took one right in the old gut.
There again, James Harder slowed him up a little bit, and enough for Brett Hemmerspach to come and clean up.
Yeah, he just kind of spun away from Harder. Culver's of Viroqua bringing you today's action now with Dine In. That's always great to hear. And Evinger's Equipment Sales and Service on the north side. They service what they sell in Viroqua. Rolling back, looking to pass. In a lot of trouble, firing downfield. This could be, it is caught. Had a chance maybe to pick it off, but instead the receiver, he changed his route and jumped in front of the defender and came up with a nice reception.
That was definitely a good job by the receiver coming back to the ball.
Yeah, it had interception all over it.
It really did.
And I think on the reception, I want to say Was that Hansen out there that caught it, number 11?
Yeah, it was number 11.
It was 11.
Yeah.
Okay, Josiah Hansen with a nice grab. Yeah, heads up play by him. We'll give credit where it's due, folks. And remember, these are high school kids, and you got to credit them what they're doing. Here is Jackson. Oh, he lost the ball, and they're going to get the ball back. Jackson just kind of had that ball slip out of his hand.
Oh.
Somebody defensively had a pretty good shot, and then that offensive line came over.
Yeah, I think it was 75. Gabe Peterson was
he right there?
Right there, I believe.
Now they're going to talk things over here and see what happens.
First down, Cashton.
Wow. All right. So the Eagles come up big. I'm not sure.
I think so.
Boy, oh boy, what a job there. And that's, there again, obviously, from our side, we want to see the Eagles, do well. You got to feel a little bit for Jackson, Eugene Jackson, because he had a touchdown, and all of a sudden the ball just popped out of his hand.
Yeah, it's
just what do you do?
That's all you can say. It just popped out.
So here we are. It's 1st and 10 now. They're in a tough spot. They're on the 4-yard line. The Eagles will do what they can to try and get out of the shadows of their goalposts here. Trying to go right up the middle, and boy, that defense crunching down. Zippo for a gain on that one.
So we got 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the half.
Okay.
It'd be nice to get a couple first downs here and get this half killed.
Yeah, no kidding. That's exactly what Coach Jared Hemmersbach has got to be thinking right now. Well, thanks going out to Embroidery and More. That is Greg Danes and family. Here's a run right up the middle. He's going to get on this side of the 5 and then driven back. O'Neal took a pretty hard shot in there, and again, Brandon Fuller, number 73. You know what? 246 pounds already, and he's a sophomore.
Oh, boy.
Look out for him.
And it's a solid 270.
Oh, it is. He's a 6'1". Yeah, he's going to be someone to reckon with for the next couple of years. Necedah's got to be thinking good things there. Here comes O'Neal trying to turn upfield. Got a chance to get a first down. It's awfully close. We'll see where they're going to spot the ball here. I think he's going to be just shy of the first down. And now a timeout here by Necedah. They want to talk things over because, you know what, they can get the ball back here in pretty fair field position. We'll take a quick break and come right back with more here. We do want to say thanks again to Embroidery and More, located at 210D Swigum Road in Westby for all your attire, for team attire. And Gasser's Bar and Grill, located on the north side of Viroqua. Well, here we go, Scott, with 4th and about 2, but Jacob Hunsinger is back to punt.
And both these return guys make me pretty nervous. Out in the open field like that, they are pretty shifty.
Yep. Ball's going to take a Cashton bounce back into Cardinal territory on about the 49-yard line. Well,
you like that?
Yeah, that's big.
Pushed them back another 10 yards.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 here for the Cardinals as they trail 14-7, and we're under 2 minutes at 1:57 to go here in the half. Thanks to Gunderson Health, it's the Viroqua Clinic. For you need when you need to get prescriptions taken care of, there's the place to go. Baraji will take the pitch. He'll turn upfield, gets back into Eagle territory before he's brought down. Tackled on the other side of the 45. They'll put it on the 44. Yeah, again, you have to say they're mixing things up pretty well with those running backs. And
they really are.
Coach Hemmersbach said they're a very quick team. Rolling out, now under some duress. This is Kling chasing Murphy. He'll run out of bounds right underneath us. Got enough for the first down. Clock will stop, and he will stop and talk with Coach Rice. Picking up the play. Murphy brings the team up under center here, and his center is Cole Exner, by the way. Dropping back, looking to pass. Jump throw downfield. That's tough. He got his man. And all the way down right to the 1 yard line. There's going to be a flag. They're going to go pass interference, and I would imagine that will be. I think what they're going to say, I suspect that they're going to say Cook bumped into him, but let's turn and wait. Now they're talking to Cashton here, Scott.
I don't know. 11 might have pushed off a little bit.
Oh, boy. You know, if you're Necedah, and that's what it is, you're right. Necedah has had, I'm going to say, 3 calls that are 50-50 calls that have gone against them.
Yeah.
Three of them that's just got to be mind-boggling in one sense and a little frustrating for the team. So it's all the way back to the 49-yard line of the Eagles. Inside reverse, staying home. That was Kling doing a nice job. Saw that play develop, and he was able to knife back in. Not a lot out of a play that was looking for a ton of yards. He got about 6 on the play. Second down, and we'll call it 16. Dropping back again, Murphy under fire. He will lob the ball. There is nobody in that area. Well, they're not going to get a 4th one against them.
No.
Murphy, he was in some trouble there, and he kind of threw to a spot. There was about 6-7 yards downfield. A little further was the receiver. No chance to get back to that one, though. Clock stops on the play. Again, 3rd and 16. Murphy straight back under some pressure. Anderson, here's the toss, is caught. And Hansen, he is diving for that first down. Let's see where they say he stepped out, awfully close to the 30. They're going to put it right on the 30, to be honest with you.
Boy, number 11's made some good catches tonight.
Hansen is tough.
You know, he's big, he's physical.
Yeah, every good part of that package.
Well, 4th down, 31 seconds left here. We need the stop.
Murphy up under center, Exner turns, rotates, now fires downfield. This one is up for grabs. It is incomplete.
Just what you want to do, not catch that.
Yeah.
You know, we get the ball here.
Right. Yeah, that was huge. That was probably a 10-yard difference, because if he catches it in the end zone, it comes out to the 20. Instead, the ball is on the 30.
That quarterback's got a pretty nice arm, doesn't he?
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Man, he's not afraid to wing it.
You know, if I'm a Necedah coach, I sure would be willing to take my chances with number 11.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's got glue on his hands or something, right? Clamps. Now we got a flag here. Something it's going to be probably lined up in that neutral zone a little bit.
One guy was on and off.
So back 5 yards it goes on Cashton. while they take a look at that, step things off, Main Street Mobile Mart. Thank Rob and Tammy and the crew. Your only family-owned convenience store in Viroqua. Taking a knee here is Hammersbach, letting the clock run down here in this first half action. 14-7 is your score. And Scott, we take a look at this first half of action. You gotta think in one sense, Necedah, we probably should have a tie ball game. I mean, if you
I
look
would
at
agree
it.
with you. We kind of they had a couple real good chances to get a touchdown, and but that's the way it's been for Cashton this year.
Very true.
They just hang on just enough, and turn the ball over, or force a turnover on downs, or
They have this perseverance about them.
They do.
Which is uncanny.
Yes.
I mean, you think about what they've been able to do. They continue to dodge bullets, and it's that they bend but don't break kind of mentality. Throughout this year, even against Bangor last week, we saw a lot of that, and they could have broke, and they didn't. They bounced back. They sprung back, in fact, to make it a 28-28 ball game. Right here, they're leading 14-7. One of the things, let's ask you, Scott, as a coach, going into the halftime like this, and maybe breathing a sigh of relief that it's not tied. What do you tell your guys?
Well, you got to come out the second half and attack, just like you did last week at Bangor. And that's where you got a chance last week to, you're down 21-0. Well, at one point you're down 21-0. You get a touchdown, in the first half, and I think that really gained some confidence for them.
Right.
And then Bangor, we kicked off, and Bangor ran right down the field.
Right.
And I don't know, got to the 5-10 yard line.
Yep.
And before time ran out, or fourth down, I don't remember.
It was. It might have been fourth down. I'm trying to remember too.
And then you get into the start the second half, and you receive the ball, and you go right down and score. And then you kick off, and Brett Hammersbach comes down and pokes the ball out of the return guy, and Ethan Klinkner jumps on it, two freshmen.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. Yeah. Some young people making some big-time plays here throughout the year for Cashton. Well, we will take a break here. They are mentioning out here, we'll tell you this. This is kind of neat. They brought out the Cashton girls of, I think that's the volleyball squad there. They brought them out. They, of course, sectional runner-up this year, just a game away from making it to the state tournament. That was pretty cool. Regional champions and sectional runner-up here, losing to the Royal Panthers, another conference team. And I tell you what, this Scenic Bluffs Conference, Scott, got some pretty good athletes all the way around.
You really do. Between Cashton, Royal, Bangor, even Necedah guys are really putting up a fight tonight for as young as they are too.
Yeah. It's going to be exciting to watch the different sports coming up these next couple of years. Well, we'll take a break. We'll come back with more here. Second half action coming up in just a little bit. Back we come to Cashton, the football field here tonight in the final football game of this spring season. Our thanks going out to Nordic Lane, stopping there for great tasting pizza and other evening specials. They have something every single day of the week. It's always excellent. Thanks to Premier Co-op. Since 1893, they've been supporting our area farmers throughout. Here's the approach in second half kickoff. Comes down to one of the up men, and it's the second tier is what we'll call it. And they're going to spin out pretty good field position here, Scott, for the start of this second half.
Yeah, right at the 36-yard line, it looks like.
Ken Manning along with Scott Peterson as we bring you this final football game. One of the things that we talked about with Coach Jared Hemmerschbach, Scott, was the Eagles are playing for something tonight. They would pick up a win here, and Royal would happen to knock off Bangor. It'd be a three-way tie.
Wouldn't that be something?
Oh, my goodness.
You know, but we got to take care of business here first.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Here is O'Neill with the opening play, and he is going to put together a nice little run of about 6 yards. In fact, he falls forward, which he so often does. Let's see where they wind up placing the ball. Yeah, you got to win first and then let other people take care of whatever they can do. You take care of yourself, right?
You know, and Cashton's had such a great season so far this year. To not come away with a win tonight would be a little bit of a disappointment.
Yeah, it would leave a bit of a sour taste in one's mouth, I'm sure. Here's the handoff, O'Neill. Oh, boy, a lot of flags coming in on this one. There was 2 flags flying in the air, so they must have saw the same thing. It's going to be a hold call on the Eagles. Preliminary call. And they'll wind up walking that one off. So a bit of a tough break right there for the Eagles.
Yeah, and it's so tough. You know, with a 10-yard penalty, you get pushed back 10 yards to overcome that in the drive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it kind of takes a little steam out of you.
It does.
Thanks to the Riverbank, bringing you tonight's action, located on the south side of Westby and in the heart of Coon Valley.
So this must have been a 15-yard penalty.
Ouch. All right, so second and about 17. Here comes the pitch. This is going to be O'Neill trying to get to the outside. And, oh, boy, the ball is in the air.
It was out of bounds.
All right, the ball bounced out of bounds here. Oh, boy, that was...
You know, when they talk about a game of inches,
yes,
right there.
Yeah, that was, wasn't it? That was pretty crazy. But, again, O'Neill took quite a shot. Somebody flying over there. I didn't see the number.
Number 20.
It was 20? Okay.
Yeah.
That is Heinz. Yeah, he was sacrificing his body.
He sure was. And, you know, the key there was 73, the D end, just stretched that play out and allowed 20 to have extra time to get there.
Uh-huh. Here is Hemmerschbach, and he's going to pick up close to about 7 yards on the carry. It'll be a little more respectable fourth down situation, but it's 4th and 10, considering it was 4th and 17.
Yes.
So you get a few more yards to play with on this upcoming punt. Well, 73 is that Brandon Fuller that we've talked about, the sophomore. Yeah, he is doing a good job in his position.
He really is. You can't get outside of him.
Somebody jumped the gun. It might have been Byer here on the end. Well, that just negated 5 yards of that run by Hemmerschbach.
It just feels like Necedah might have a little bit more energy coming out of halftime than Cashton does.
You know, and here, Scott, is the thing with that. It was a little longer halftime because it was recognition of the volleyball team. It was parents' night, and so everybody's being introduced. And now all of a sudden you got to come back out after that. And that's not a bad thing, but it does take things away from your mind a little bit. Here's the punt. It's going to take a Cashton bounce and then a Cashton roll all the way down to the 30-yard line.
We've been getting lucky on all these punts with those extra rolls.
Very much so.
10 to 20 yards on almost every punt.
Yes. Well, you gotta have a little luck, right?
Yes.
Scenic Bluffs Community Healthcare supporting tonight's broadcast. Thanks to Mary Freiberg and all the crew that she oversees. Corporate office right here in Cashton. Here we go. Murphy, turn, hand off here. This is Bone, and he spins for a pickup of about, well, we're going to say almost 8 yards, it looks like.
Yeah. James Hunt came in on the tackle.
Milsna coming in. Helgeson comes out. Zach Milsna is a big boy.
For a sophomore, it's incredible, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, how do you grow them that big? Must be the genes, right?
Exactly.
2nd and 3, inside handoff, and this time staying home. What a job defensively, and one of those was Zach Milsna.
And James Harder had him around the legs again.
I tell you what, you get those two guys in there, they got some good firepower, able to make the stop here. In fact, a loss of 1 on the play is going to bring up a 3rd and 4, and that Cashton sideline trying to get that defense fired up. Big play coming right here. Man in motion, Esbaraji. They'll pitch here to the near side. This has worked before. It's going to work again. And tackled here after the first down. Kling coming in, got him on the shoulder pads. But enough by about 1.5 yards, maybe 2, for the first down.
They've just been having success on that outside pitch all night.
Yeah. Daly, like you said, he's a good-sized running back, and you just want him to get some a head of steam up.
Yes.
New set of downs, the pitch over to the far side to Baraji, and he is stopped, dead in his tracks. In there was Benzinski, Milsna, and a couple other Eagles supporting that stop. That was a pretty nice play. Offensively, it looked like it had some things coming up for it with Baraji running. He's so fast. But that defense stayed to home once again. That might be the theme for the night. Here is a run, and again slipping. Tried to make the cut because Baraji saw Colin O'Neill coming after him. That would make me turn and run the other way.
It sure does, doesn't it? He's a good solid 155-pound running back and cornerback, isn't he?
Yeah, yes, he is.
And he's a wrestler, so you know he's tough.
And he is tough. He is fun to watch. I look for that young man to be in the state tournament these next couple of years. He would have been there this year if they would have taken the top 3. Murphy dropping back. He'll fire downfield. Baraji can't reach it. Wow.
Had him open.
Yeah, he made that cut,
yep.
And that's what freed him.
Yeah.
But
I think he maybe felt a little bit better pressure from Kling, wasn't it? 80?
I think it was. I think you're right.
And Kling did a good job of holding up and not risking a roughing the passer call.
Yeah. You know, speaking of Kling, we haven't heard from him yet offensively. He's been such a good target for the Eagles, and Hunsinger now illegal procedure here, 5 yards back on Necedah. So Giovli will drop back 5 more yards, and Byer will hope that will be to the Eagles' advantage. Here's the snap. It's a good snap, an end-over-end kick, and it's going to go out and take a bounce for Necedah. Well, a couple of good bounces so far on the punts for both teams. And the Eagles will start over here on about the 27, make it the 28-yard line.
The ground must be a little hard because the ball hits it and it just takes off.
It does, doesn't it? There's not been any kind of deadness to the ball.
No.
It's kind of interesting. Cook will come out here to the near side. He'll split way out, and it's going to be a handoff here. And let's see, it looks like that was O'Neill. It was. He gets to the 30-yard line, a gain of about 3 on the play. Well, more of those sponsors helping us out here. Sleepy Hollow on the north side of Viroqua. Thanks to Spanky and Michelle and all of the crew there. And don't forget Snowflake Ski and Golf down at Timber Coulee in Westby. Yeah, Steve had some, I'm sure he had that Friday night fish going on again. Here's a handoff, getting out to the outside here is O'Neill, turns the corner, and he's going to run out of bounds. Enough for the first down. He gets to about the 42, 43-yard line, Scott.
That was a nice run there by him. I think it was supposed to go kind of off tackle, and then he ends up bouncing it outside.
You know, that is just one of those where you kind of have to trust your instinct a little bit. And Colin does have some pretty good vision. There's no doubt about it. We've seen him make some nice cuts over the course of this football season. Here's the pitch to the near side. This is O'Neill again. He gets down close to the 45. He's going to be a yard shy. He'll mark it on the 44.
So it looks like Necedah's 3-down linemen maybe are pinching together a little bit to cut out that, the rushing attack from right up the middle.
Oh, sure. Okay. Well, I'm a little surprised that Hunsinger has only used a quarterback sneak once. That was for a first down. He's a smart young man. You see him doing that more often. Here's a first down run. Oh, they're going after the football.
Yeah, they really were. Smart job by Colin to just go down.
Yeah.
And not keep on fighting for extra yard and then end up getting it stripped out.
He wrapped up the ball pretty well. Well, limping off the field right now was Rivera Gonzalez. Looked like he might have turned an ankle or something there. So we'll see if he's going to be able to get back into the ball game a little later. We hope you're enjoying tonight's ball game on Vernon Communications and the Cashton Channel 2 School Channel. Here is Hemmersbach. Oh boy. This time, help me on this one, Scott. I think if he could have kept his shoulders and body down just a little lower, he might have picked up a couple more yards. I thought.
I agree with you.
Did he come up a little too quick?
Yeah, he came up a little bit.
Yeah.
I think he was trying to maybe do a little spin.
Sure.
And I think he got caught.
Yeah. Because somebody had him in a bear hug.
Yeah.
It might have been Eugene Jackson over there. Here's the inside handoff. Menzinski pushes his way forward. And tell you what, there was a little help by Zach Milsna. And that gave Menzinski another 2 yards.
Yeah, he's really been running the ball tough these last few weeks, too. Kind of lowering the shoulders and right up the middle.
He's kind of been that unsung hero a little bit.
Yes, exactly.
But he'll get you those grunt yards when you need it. Here is the quarterback in Hunsinger, and he took one in the shoulder pads by Hansen. Very close to the first down. We're going to see where they spot the ball, and then maybe they'll call for a timeout and a measurement here. That's what they're going to do. Just close enough. But we talked about this just a moment ago. Hunsinger only using that quarterback sneak one other time. That's the second one, and he took a pretty good hit.
He did take a pretty good hit.
Let's see if he's going to get that first down. No.
Oh, short.
Just short. Okay. Well, will they come back to it again?
Boy, yeah, it sure looked like he was almost going to break it for a score. Yeah. But
when he got hit, there was such an explosion there that he turned to the side. All right, 4th and inches. The turn is going to be the handoff up the middle, and they'll get the first down.
First down.
There again is Benzinski, the up man in the backfield, picking up the first down. That'll keep the clock moving here with 3:24 to go. This has been a quick quarter, Scott.
It really has.
Very little passing and, a ton of running, and they're right in the middle of the field all the time.
Yeah, they've pretty much played in between the 25s.
Yes, they have. Vernon Electric Cooperative helping us out tonight, serving nearly 11,000 patrons. Here's a pitch. It's going to be O'Neill, and he'll dive forward. Tell you what, I didn't think he was going to get that much, but it looked like he picked up about 4 on the play. Well, now they're going to bring it back a little bit. Close, anyways.
Yeah, it looked like he was maybe going to keep running outside, and then he just decided to make a cut.
Cut in. Yeah. Byer is going to split way out to the far side. There he is, way up on the other end of the field. Here's O'Neill. Oh, a lot of running here. Oh, what a spin move. And now we're going to get a late flag coming in. And I don't know if they saw. They threw it in the vicinity of Jack Kleba, unfortunately. And I don't know if Jack was the one that was holding or what. I mean, he really wasn't even in the play.
Looks like Hank Briggan, 77's the one that's a little upset here.
Oh.
He's getting a little coaching from the ref.
He's pleading his case to the ref.
Yeah.
Like, no, my hands were going straight up. So that's a tough one. And now coming out of the ball game is number 72, and Amelia Diaz. He kind of limps off just a touch. Well, the first down run there, Scott, is brought back.
Yeah, now we got a right tackle as a freshman and a right guard as a sophomore.
Oh, boy.
With the 2 injuries to 70 and 72. So
Gonzalez and Diaz now out of the game here for the moment. Snap, dropping back, under pressure, fires downfield. It's caught. What a grab there by the Eagles. And guess who? Kling coming up. First reception of the night here, Scott.
I guess that last name Kling really fits him, doesn't it? He seems to cling to every pass thrown to him.
He really does. Oh.
And it's too bad that 15 was out there. Hunsiger had to kind of lob it over him a little bit.
Yes.
Otherwise, Kling could have turned it upfield and got another 10 yards, I'd say.
Oh, I would agree with that. He had some wide open territory. Well, a 3rd and 3 now coming up here for the Eagles. Here's the turn. It's the second man. That's going to be O'Neill. Look at that young man run. He stopped in his tracks and then bounced to his left and picked up a couple, 3 more yards before being brought down. That was a big run.
It was. He probably ran an extra 5 yards there, shifting from right to left and back to right. And
well, that was huge to come up with that first down. Again, one, it keeps the clock moving. It keeps that defense on the field for the Necedah Cardinals as they trail 14-7. Eagles out in front here, looking for another score. Here comes a run, and running right into number 20 in there in Heinz was O'Neill. Might have lost a yard on that one.
Yeah, looks like it was a loss of a yard.
Heinz, we've called his number maybe 4 or 5 times, and when we call his number, his tackles are spot on.
They are. I don't know if he's a wrestler or not, but he's been having single leg takedowns all night.
Well, he didn't wrestle this year. It was only the Sparby boys.
Okay.
So here's inside handoff. This is Byer. He'll spin. Gets down close to the 10-yard line.
And that's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Wow, what a fast quarter.
It flew right by, didn't it?
Well, let's see if quarter number 4 flies right by. Let's see if the Eagles can fly into that end zone. We'll take a break and be back with more here from Cashton. We want to say thanks as we take a little break to Vernon Manor Healthcare Center on the north side of Iroquois for rehabilitative care. Back in just a couple of moments. We come here and we begin quarter number 4, and the Eagles knocking on the door looking for, well, you never know, but it might be the touchdown that could really put this game away. It's been a great ball game. It's 14-7 Eagles. Hunsinger up under center. He'll turn, hand off. This is going to be, is that O'Neill?
Yep, it's O'Neill.
And he gets down close to the 5.
Yeah, close to a first down here. So it'd be 4th and short, looks like.
Well, this is going to be a big play right now for the Cardinals. They know that they need to make a stop.
Yeah, it's a big play for both sides, isn't it?
Yes, very much. 4th and short once again. I formation coming up here for the Eagles. It's going to be Hunsinger taking himself, and I think he's got enough for the first down.
Sure looks that way.
They're going to put that ball down about the 3, so he picked it up by about 2 yards. And you got to pat Austin Culpet and the 2 guards for a job well done in the middle of that line. You think about the guys in there and the pounding that they take on each and every play. Sacrificing, I always say they sacrifice a lot of glory for those running backs, and those running backs really appreciate them doing a terrific job. Here is an inside handoff. It's Menzinski. He's in for the score. Great play call right there as they pick up the score right up the middle, right behind Austin Culpet and crew, and that could be a big, big touchdown here for the Eagles as they now take a 2-touchdown lead. But it's the ever important extra point kick, or in this case, I think they're going to go for 2. That's what they'll do. They'll split Byer out to the far side on the right. We'll scoop back in right behind Hunsinger. He'll turn, hand off. Menzinski not going to make it this time. As in there on the tackle, that was Eugene Jackson, number 30. And I tell you what, that young man will be a big-time force as well. He plays the ball game the way you're supposed to play it. We'll take a break and come back here as the Eagles have the lead at 20-7. And again, we're in the fourth quarter, just under 11 minutes to go in the ball game. Dylan Byer gets the ball from the officials and ready to set it down. Our thanks to Vernon Memorial Healthcare. That's VMH with so much care, so close. Stepping up, has the arm raised. Here we go, the kick. It's a nice kick coming down to Baraji at about the 15-yard line, and he is going to be stopped at the 30 and pushed backwards.
That was a nice tackle by James Hunt.
He's not afraid to stick his shoulder pads in there, is he?
No, he is not.
Is he? He's not a senior.
No, he's
he?
a junior.
A junior,
yeah.
Okay. I didn't think he was a senior. Well, I think Cashton has got to be excited for the fall season here, Scott, with the number of guys that they have coming back. And, again, the freshmen picking up a ton of experience, the sophomore crew. Good things coming up here for the Eagles. Here is a nice play. Who snuck in there? I think Colin O'Neill tripped him up as trying to get around that side was Baraji. He did pick up about 3 for a 3rd and 7. Again, the clock continuing to work here. Thanks to the VFW, we'll talk about in a moment. Baraji takes the pitch. He moves the ball upfield for a first down. He's going to be just shy of the 45. They'll put it on the 44, and he turns those shoulder pads upfield. You better watch out for him because he can scoot right along.
He is fast and quick. That's a bad combination.
For the defense.
For the defense.
That's true. Well, the VFW of Viroqua, no one does more for veterans than the VFW. Thank Mr. Sherry and the whole crew down there at the VFW for their fine support. Here's the turn, the handoff. This is going to be Jackson. Oh, boy, he took a shot. He did not go down until Menzinski wrapped him up. I think he took a pretty good hit from Helgeson and James Harder. The two of them combined, but again, credit Jackson for being a tough dude right there.
Keeping his balance and kept the legs driving.
Well, I just saw his head kind of rocket back, and I'm thinking that would have hurt me a long time ago. Here is Baraji trying to get to the outside, turns upfield. He runs into Menzinski and then is pushed back. I think they're going to give him the first down. That initial hit, yep, they will give it to him. They'll move the chains. They stop the clock because the chains are walked down, or they're supposed to. The Viroqua Booster Club helping us out tonight. Thanks to Carl Zuby and Eric Anderson and all of those wonderful members. Contact them if you'd like to become part of that team. Here is Murphy rolling out. He is going to run it himself. Here he goes, and he runs out of bounds. Smart move for Murphy. He had just enough. I think he might have picked up another first down here, Scott.
Yeah, it's going to be really close. Yep, first down.
What are you sensing with this Necedah offense right now?
Oh, they're just they're not giving up, that's for sure. They seem to have the confidence that they're just going to drive right down the field and get a touchdown here. So
I thought they might pass, but they haven't shown it yet. Here's a handoff inside to Baraji, and he is going to be pushed back. Good job with the read. That was Anderson. I like Anderson there. He helps him up and pats him on the shoulder pads and says, come back at me again.
Yeah, right.
Well, we got a cramp here. One of the Eagles on the ground trying to work that cramp out. So we'll take a break and come back. We have, for the time, 8:33 left in this ball game when we return. Well, Gabe Peterson is walking off the field, but rather slowly. If it's a leg cramp, those things just are horrendous sometimes. They really hurt. So it's going to bring up a second down, and the first time we've seen shotgun formation here for Murphy and the Cardinals. He drops straight back, now fires downfield, and this is going to be broken up. And now a late flag coming in. The flag coming in as we move the camera over the side here. And they're going to bring the ball back and talk things over. That's going to be a tough break on the Eagles, as it looks like it's going to be on the defense here. They're going to step this one off.
Yeah, if he would have turned his head around to look at the ball, usually they won't call it on the defense then. But
you know, I agree there, Scott. I think you called that one right. They both went up, but the head wasn't looking at all for the ball.
You know, he was just putting his hands in front of the wide receiver's face. And
well, it's going to be an automatic first down, or anyways, it's a first down, whether it's automatic or not. Murphy again dropping back under some pressure inside screen to Jackson, and nice job by Kling reading the play.
I sure thought our middle linebacker got held on that play, but the refs didn't agree. So.
He didn't see that one. Well, Kling, tell you what, if he didn't see what the play develop like he did, it would have been a touchdown instead of a first down.
Right, yes.
They're inside the 10, the ball marked on the 9-yard line. Trying to put together a score here. They'll put the man in motion. Fumble ball on the ground, and Jackson falls on it.
We needed that.
Well, that gives you a little more room to maneuver defensively. Murphy runs back into the huddle here, and it's second and goal on about the 12-yard line. This time Murphy stays under center. He's going to pitch the ball to Baraji. Nice job in there by Jack Kleba, who messed up the play. He messed up the play, and that allowed James Harder to come in and make that final hit there, Scott.
Yeah. There again, James Harder coming from the nose tackle all the way out to the outside, cleaning up.
Just a good read on his part, and a really nice read by Jack Kleba, making that diving hit. Murphy rolls to the far side, now stops, and he fires. He's got a man. Nice job.
No flags, no flags.
Aiden Cook. What a defensive move there.
You know, I think we talked about him at the beginning of the game, how he's such a great D-back and has the instincts, and it showed there. That was beautiful.
He used that left arm, left hand, and got out there. Yep. If he would have used the right one, it would have been pass interference because the shoulder pad would have gone through him.
Yeah,
yes. That was a great job.
All right, 4th and 12 here.
Murphy dropping back under pressure. Here's the throw downfield. It is knocked down.
Knocked down. Way to go, Cashton D.
Over there defensively, is that Menzinski?
Yes, it was back.
Tell you what, that was quite the job there. Yes, it was. What a play. I got so excited I zoomed in on the goalpost. So it's going to be 1st and 10 the other way now for the Eagles. Boy, they needed that stop. And, now they got a chance to run, anywhere from 2.5, 3, maybe 4 minutes off the clock. That would be huge.
Well, I'm going to be a little greedy, Ken. I would like 6 minutes off.
Would you like? Okay.
Yeah.
That was spoken like a true coach. Of course, we're at 6.5 minutes. Clock continuing to run here, and the Eagles are going to take their time, and we want to say thanks to the Viroqua Dental Center, Dr. Leanne Klum, on the north side behind Sleepy Hollow, and the Viroqua Food Co-op for all of those great organic products, grocery products located in Viroqua downtown. Well, let's take a look here now. It's 2nd and 8. Here's the snap. Boy, they waited until the last moment to get that snap off. That was well timed. The run here by O'Neill picks up about 4 on the play.
Well, it sure would be nice to get this first down here.
Yeah.
Keep the ball in the offense and then keep that clock moving.
3rd and 5 now. Aiden Cook offensively splits out here to the near side. Here's the snap, the handoff going up the middle. Ooh, cut underneath right away. That was O'Neill. He got to the 20-yard line. And, Scott, they're going to be about a yard short here.
Yeah, looks like they're bringing in the long snapper to punt.
Go, Henry!
And then we've got another offensive lineman limping off here.
Oh, boy. See if that was that Gonzalez?
Yeah, number 72.
Oh, it was 72 this
Yeah.
time. Okay, that is Diaz who's back out there. Here's a good snap. The kick, a left foot, got a good boot. Look at that.
Boy.
And that is a big-time kick by Jacob Hunsinger. Holy smokes.
That was a beautiful punt.
Oh,
right
man.
when we needed it.
That was unbelievable.
I think that's his best punt all season.
I would say it is, yeah. I don't know if there's anything else that could have been better. Well, the Varsity Funeral Home helping us out here tonight. We thank them for their support. They've been taking care of family and friends since 1970 when it comes to the time of the loss of a loved one. Well, they're going to split 2 guys out here, Hansen and Baraji. Murphy dropping back. He'll go back inside, and it's going to be incomplete.
So that hit the offensive lineman first.
Number 75.
Is
yep.
that a penalty or?
That's a good question. Must not be, because it did hit number 75 first in there, and that was we don't actually have who that is. They don't have 75 on the roster.
So
program anyway.
I saw him earlier here in the first half. Number 5 was putting on that number 75 jersey.
Oh, really? Well, that's Bowen. Oh,
Okay.
really? So maybe they're swapping them out. Here's the attack going. Oh, Murphy spun out of that. Look at him go. He's got some yards to pick up now, and he is going to get a first down, and he spun out of play.
So I saw that in the second quarter where one of their offensive linemen got a little bit dinged up.
Oh.
And they switched.
Okay. So Bowen is now number 75. Helgeson, by the way, in on that tackle. They're going to say that he stepped out of bounds back on the 40 or 30.
34.
34? Okay.
Yep, 34.
Baraji again turning upfield. He will have the first down. And they can move the clock and the chains. Of course, they want the clock to keep moving here. And if you keep running the ball, that is going to be, I think, to the Eagles' advantage.
I agree, yes.
Now they'll split the guys back out again like they did previously.
Oh, here we
Ball
go.
on the ground, bounces right back into him, and this time he gets away again. Now he's wrapped up, and they're going to blow the whistle for somebody could get hurt on that one, and I don't take that one too lightly. I thought that was a good play by the official.
I agree with you.
What scampering that Murphy can pull off here? That is something to watch. He's only a junior, so look out for Necedah next year. They're going to be tough. Quick toss to the outside. It's going to be a double pass coming out here, and it is incomplete. Oh, they tried to hit Hansen.
It was about a quarter step behind the ball, wasn't he?
That was something. That was quite the play.
a nice job by Dylan Bayer to come over from the safety spot, and if he would have caught it, I think Dylan would have tackled him.
They would have at least had the stop. It would have been a first down, but at least it wouldn't have been a touchdown, which was the main goal right now for Necedah. Same formation once again. Inside handoff to Jackson, and he is going to be brought down. Now, there was okay, I'm going to say this. I thought this was what was pretty good. Ethan Anderson had him wrapped up around the hips, around the waist, and he was not trying to throw him down to the ground.
Right.
He was just trying to hang on to him.
Yeah, exactly.
I liked that play. That was a good heads-up play. So good job there, sportsmanship-wise, with Ethan Anderson. As that could be kind of a defensive play or player.
Yeah, right.
With that one,
and you throw him down, and the ref sees it a little bit different, and you get a 15-yard personal foul. And Necedah would have a first down now.
And brand new life, because they'd be upset too. So, yeah. Well, we'll take a quick break as a timeout coming up here for Necedah. Coming back from the timeout, the Cardinals of Necedah will come up to the line of scrimmage in a 4th and 10. And they got no recourse but to go for it. Murphy rolling out. He's going to take a look. He'll throw downfield. He's got his man and is caught. What a job by Murphy, just trying to bide some time, and he hits Baraji amongst a couple of defenders for the Eagles.
They are a nice passing team, aren't they?
They are.
That quarterback can just roll around back there enough, and
Murphy, oh boy. He had no chance there as Kling and James Harder came in and swallowed him up. And another timeout here for Necedah. They're going to bring everybody over and they're going to talk this one through. This, I believe, is timeout number 2. I think they've got one more left. We'll do the same. Here we go with the play. Good toss underneath, and Menzinski hits him at the time the ball makes contact with Baraji, and it scoots to the ground.
That sure was a nice play by him. He got to the receiver right as the ball got there.
The timing of that has to be perfect.
It does, yes.
Otherwise, the yellow handkerchief comes out in a hurry, especially in the latter part of a ball game. And it's crunch time, But here's that shotgun again. Murphy steps up, going to loft one down here to the near side. It's incomplete, out of bounds.
And Aiden Cook was right there to break it up if the pass was accurate.
As you mentioned it early in this ball game about Aiden, and then just a couple moments ago, what he has been able to bring to that defensive backfield is just solid play and great leadership.
Exactly.
It's kind of like that center fielder, is just saying, here's where you got to go.
Right.
4th and long. Baraji looking over here. They're going to come over here to Murphy. He's got it on the pass, and he's got a first down. Tell you what, they pull out all the stops on this one, and they completely lost Murphy. A final timeout coming here by Necedah.
Boy, that was a nice play though by Aiden Cook to make that open field tackle though, wasn't it?
Those are not easy, are they?
Especially number 2, as quick as he is.
Yes.
That's the last thing you need to do is give a quick score here.
Yeah.
And then give Necedah a chance for an onside kick.
Correct. Yeah.
And then another Hail Mary to 11 or something.
Yeah, just oddball things. You never know what will happen. Well, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back with a minute 44 remaining in the ball game. Well, Scott, we take a look here, a minute 44 to go. One of the things I kind of got a kick out of was Coach Rice running out onto the field, calling for that final timeout. He was excited about things.
Yeah.
Here is Murphy The pass is going to be caught behind the line of scrimmage, so it'll be a loss on the play of about a yard.
I sure would think you got to get some passes farther downfield with the score and the time situation here.
Right. Here is Murphy, rolls up into the air, and he's hit as he lets go of the ball. That was James Harder again. And Hemmerschbach was checking to make sure Murphy was okay. He wanted to help him up.
He did, yeah.
You know, he was actually trying to be good about it, and it looked like one of the other guys was kind of saying, "Nah, just leave him alone," you know. But then Murphy popped up on his own. So, but you know, I think that's the other part of this that I do like to see is the sportsmanship from the players. It's okay. Knock him down, that's part of the ball game. Help him up, go do it again.
Yes.
You know,
Yep.
I mean, everybody understands that. Murphy rolling out, and there is Kleba coming in. Also Sherburne with the stop. That was a nice 1-2 combination.
It sure was. And now we're back to 4th down.
Thanks going out to the Westby Co-op Creamery with their organic and conventional dairy products. Stop in at their store, folks, in downtown Westby. Murphy takes a look here, rolls out, now under some pressure, and down he goes. There he is. I lost track of him. He's shifty again.
Yes.
Kleba in there along with, was that Diaz, 72?
Yes, yep, Diaz.
That was good to see. He's back in the ball game. And so a turnover on downs, the Eagles with the ball. And there's 35 ticks left on the clock. They can take a snap and watch the clock and the time run out. We want to say thanks to the Westby Co-op Credit Union for financial help and support with many different loans, from home, vehicle loans, farm loans, you name it. Corporate office located in Westby. Turn the handoff, inside handoff here. And let's take a look here. That is going to be Cook running the ball, and he is stacked up after a gain of about 4 on the play. And that's going to do it. Clock is going to run out. They let Aiden Cook run the ball for the last time. And boy, I tell you what, quite the ball game here tonight as the Cashton Eagles come up with a victory. Victory number 6. They wind up 6-1 on the year, guaranteed at least second place in the Scenic Bluffs Conference. And it all depends on what happens at Bangor tonight with Royal as they move into town. We'll see what happens there. Well, 20-7, Scott. Your assessment of tonight's ball game for the Eagles?
You know, it's a great way to finish the season. You know, I was a little worried about losing Bangor and how they would come back this week and play. You know, and then parents' night, senior night.
Yep.
All that stuff. You know, it's a lot for young guys to kind of process, I guess. And they did get out to a little bit of a slow start in the first half and second half here, but they got it in gear, and I thought it was a great victory for Cashton.
Yeah, they really regrouped, and I agree with you. That the first quarter, they marched down the field and got the score, but you know when they got the possession, but then their second possession they gave it up on a turnover, and they kind of sputtered after that first one.
Yeah, they did, and they allowed Necedah to go right down the field and score, and
And the same, like you said, the second half, too. They didn't come out as crisp as they were playing in the previous quarter, in the second quarter. So, but, boy, you can see the celebration going on over here now.
Going to get a little water on Coach here.
And Coach Hemmerschbach, he's loving that. He is bringing some enthusiasm back to the game. That's what's fun. Well, folks, we hope that you've enjoyed watching this Western Wisconsin Video Production LLC of Cashton football. Scott, not too bad for your premiere here tonight. Did you enjoy it?
I did. It was a great time. I really had fun. I was definitely nervous at the beginning.
Well, no need to be. You did a wonderful job. It was so much fun to have somebody up here. And when Dave Gluck and I started doing this together a few years ago, and things just clicked. And I love working with Dave. This was so much fun. I hope that you can come back next year and we can do some more of these Cashton games, because this was a blast.
Yeah, I had a great time. I'm excited to watch the replay tomorrow morning.
Well, that's putting pressure on me. I got to get to work on it when I get home. And I've got Westby baseball tomorrow at 10 o'clock, folks. So airtime at 9:30. There's 4 games tomorrow from 10 o'clock, and the final game is slated for 5:45. I'm going to try to get this game on. We'll see.
Westby's off to a good start, aren't they? With
baseball-wise, yeah, they got one loss. They lost to West Salem, but they got a nice little team. It should be a lot of fun to watch them.
Coach Hamilton and I were roommates at UW La Crosse.
Is that right?
Yes. Yeah. We had a lot of fun together.
He is a good coach. He knows how to get the kids to play the game the right way, and looking forward to tomorrow in Westby for the baseball. But right now, we want to say congratulations going out to the Cashton Eagles, head coach Jared Hemmerspach and his coaching staff, and my sincere thanks once again to Scott Peterson helping me out here tonight in the final football game, as the Eagles guarantee themselves a second place finish at the least here in 2021. For Scott, I'm Ken Manning saying thanks again. We'll see you real soon. No more games here now in the spring as far as the gridiron. We'll be on the diamond from here on out. Take care, everyone, and thanks again to Jared Hemmerspach and all the folks here at Cashton High School. So long for now.